Alright, going to Theft in 19 by 19 this time. MVAKM playing Tenri versus Spottius up in the top right playing Emeric. Now, this is a slightly updated version of this map, so we haven't seen too much gameplay on it. The big change is the hideout's in a different position, so very early Thief Wagon doesn't take place anymore. You can get it a little bit later into the game, but and it's still quite strong. So it's not like the unit's completely out of it now, but it does slow the openings down a bit. So I'm kind of curious who that's going to favor. And in this situation, Tenri's just very strong in general, I feel. So
I do really like Emeric on this map, though.
he does have a lot of so one of the big things about this map is if you can hold the center or near the center, then you're in a really good position. And Emeric has the ability to turn that entire center into mountain. So
Yep.
and even if you
And
break the crystal, it's still a really good defensive position.
we can see here, MVAKM didn't go for the economy harass to not give Emeric Groove too early, because that would have been kind of bad, I think. But that does mean that Stargen has an easier time opening. And you can see
Ooh.
he's already got a few mages on the field and spears, so his, you know, the famous Emeric composition is starting to get online.
Yeah. Mage, spear, balloon. He has the strongest balloons in the game. Like that crystal makes it so you can't one-shot them with mages.
Cherry stones defend us.
Alright, what's Stargen gonna do here? Drops the crystal. Nice defensive position. Does cover two sides of the stronghold. So that sword sitting there is actually really tanky.
Yep. Maybe a little tad. I'd like to have, I mean, I would have liked seeing the crystal a little more aggressive, perhaps, but I think his army wasn't in position yet for it, so, but it's still a good crystal.
Ooh. Oh no, wait, that mage is injured. I was thinking it could like jump on the mountain and crit that spear, but no, that's not going to be the case. Stargen moves stuff forwards, knocks Phyllis down with this dragon. This dragon is huge. Like, literally and as a strategic play. So, it's going to be able to knock these villages down. It's going to have a huge amount of threat on this map. There's only flagstone in the center. So, air units do have a lot of mobility along the sides.
Yep, and VAKM has been kind of pushed off the center for now, but he isn't like in a position where his HQ is in danger as long as he sets up somewhat of a defense. Like, if he was to build an archer, I guess, his HQ would be completely safe. Which also works, kinda, but not as good as an archer, but serves the same purpose.
No, they
I
both
wonder
have.
if we're gonna see Emeric going for that sword. No, he won't. Was thinking he does have the balloons, so he could have went for that, positioned the balloon to basically be able to move wherever he wants to next turn.
Oh, and actually, one thing I should note about this game while we're in this turn. Ooh, sword goes down. This is a recreation of it. They did accidentally close the match, but we have a new replay, like web-based replay system now. So they use that to recreate the match faithfully. So thank you to both players for taking the time.
Yep, and thank you to GP27 for the mod.
Yep. But that's why there's no timer on display, so
Alright.
notice that right now. Okay, so Stargen's doing really well at the moment. pushed
Yeah,
MVAKM
I
back
think
completely.
he's got more map control definitely. And MVAKM is forced into like this defensive position around his HQ, and uh, I mean he's doing a good job of keeping the side villages, and he now has Groove actually, so this game just got a whole bunch more complicated.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tenri could groove some big target. Possibly the dragon? I don't know if she can do it safely though. Oh, is she gonna go for it? Yep, dragon comes down, and you know, that's a mage crit, so goodbye dragon. Tenri is now sitting on a road near quite a lot of this army.
Yep, but she did kill the dragon by walking onto the road, so
Yeah, but oh, there's an Emeric crystal. Oh, actually, that's gonna pop at the start of next turn, right?
but Emeric has Groove up again, which is like
Does.
perfect timing, just as planned. As the first crystal pops, you got the second one.
Yeah. I almost wish a mage heal had come down on that crystal, but it's fine. Barrett has actually he's 1900 gold. Damn.
This should protect us.
Alright, now the crystal comes down, and he is gonna brawl this out. Gonna.
Yep, that's it's always a
What?
little bit awkward, like the way you place your crystal down, but once you get it down, can do good. Again, maybe a little too defensive on the crystal positioning, but I think it makes sense considering the amount of army Stargen has over there. And
Yep.
like most of his units were active this turn regardless. So I think this was a good turn.
Okay. MVAKM, you know, putting in work. Ooh, Golem is out. So these knights harassing up on the left hand side. Still doing good economic harass. Golem is going up to the front now. So yeah, Tenri just needs to build up another groove. Get a really good trade again. Because while I do think Stargen's in a decent position, he doesn't really have any heavy hitting units now. Like the gold investment is in these two witches. They're
He has
about,
like a lot of mages, but since he already put down his crystal, they aren't gonna be hitting very heavily.
yeah.
I like this archer. I hope it doesn't get killed by a knight.
Might get killed by something. Ooh, dog lives on 4%. Rather unfortunate. Alright, just dings the archer with the sword. Tenri? Oh, actually, I don't like where Tenri is right now.
Ooh, there is two witches actually.
Yeah, and some weak swords. One witch hex, two witch hex. Oh, we're seeing dog come in, do some damage. Second dog. Ooh, that's a really nice dog crit, actually. Big knight crit. Yeah, I think she's super dead now. 3 sides open. I think, yeah. No, there's no way she's gonna survive. And just over aggressively positions Sergeant able to get a really nice kill at the end.
Yep.
So well done to Sergeant taking it 2-0 over MVAKM. In what was MVAKM's game in game 1. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna always
a
be
bit
a
unfortunate for that.
yeah, it's always gonna be a it's like looking back. I mean, I think everybody's had those losses. I've had those losses in tournaments where you look back and you're just kicking yourself and you're just like, I could have won that. But this game
That's
too,
true. Did happen to me, but I did win the game in the end.
you took the set, the important thing. And in this game, game 2, Stargen came in and won convincingly. There wasn't a, oh, my opponent made a mistake, like a big mistake. I capitalized on it. It was just like, I played really solid with my commander, a bunch of other stuff, and just had a really good win, like a really convincing win. So well played to Stargen for that.
Actually, I'm looking at the graphs right now. Thanks to GP27's mod. Really great mod, a really great tool. um, and actually, Stargen like pulled ahead on unit count quite heavily at some point. The army value was always even, and at the end it was actually in MVAKM's favor. So
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like Sergeant had a lot of like balloon, witches, lots of mages. Whereas
yeah,
MVAKM had like, you know, had a golem, he took out the opponent's dragon, so but he still had his own dragon. So he had those like more high cost units like the heavy hitters, but Sergeant had like a more balanced, lower cost army.
I
Ultimately,
think that's kind of an Emeric comp, I guess.
yeah, I mean Emeric definitely boosts all of his like the value of all of his army because you know when you have like knights sitting on mountains because they're on grass tiles basically, that's huge. That makes them so tanky. Yeah, it's really difficult to attack into stuff like that. So yeah, like really well played to Stargen there.